What's good, YouTube? It's a lot of today. I'll be talking about like this shift is going on. Hey, I want to say like this shift is like really, really like potent, like a motherfucker. Like, of course, it's an eclipse, so it is what it is. But um, it's a Libra eclipse, so like Libra deals with balance. Also, like the social, it's a social club type sign, like how I relate with relationships and shit like that. But not for like not just relationships, but like also like how you relate things internally. But like of course it's a relationship with it external. It's a balance, like how they balance things. But yeah, like this shit really potent like a motherfucker. Like you start to notice like who you cut off and who you allow around your boundaries in your circle, even from like a broader perspective. Like of course, like you're gonna notice these signs and stuff like that. They're different transits and shit like that, but it's even like more like upfront in your face of how you handle things, and how things trickle down to the earth realm and shit like that. But like going this whole process is like shedding, and like I want to talk about like being grounded. It's good to be grounded during these times. Like yeah, be grounded, but like don't be so stubborn in like your process of grounding. Stand on something of like your values. Stand on something what you've been doing this whole year since like Aries season. Like stand on something, cause like all that work is gonna be like meaningful. Cause like the nodes play a part too. So like Aries, Aries in North Node, Libra in South. So like your Aries, how your character been. I think Aries North Node was like around Gemini season or some shit. I don't recall, but Aries, like, that's your North Node. So like what you been doing with your character and shit like that. Like how you been making your character. And like we as spirits and shit like that, we as people, we as we as people and shit like that, we make characters and shit like that. Like instead of these groups and foundations and shit like that giving us characters to play off of, or like giving like these characters of how we should act, we as people, we make the characters, we give the ideas and stuff like that. So like how your character been developing and stuff like that. So like it's good to be grounded and sticking on something, because it's cool to be all lolly lolly la. I won't say la la land, but like wild and shit like that. But like when you wild, you want to ground down, sit your ass down somewhere, so like stand on something. But to cut it simple and shit like that, it's good to be grounded, cleanse your body and shit like that. It's good to take breaks off of social media. Give yourself time to take breaks, and also meditate and shit like that. And like let shit flow. If you have any type of anxiety or any blockages or anything, take time to yourself. Sit your ass down somewhere and relax. Take a bath or something. Wash your ass. Meditate and shit. But going back to Libra eclipse, you shedding off. You're not only shedding off internal things like blockages, but you shedding off who you communicate with. So like Libra, Libra does with communication. It's like, okay, it's cool to communicate with people, but it's more relatable. So like if you're not on that type of mission and shit, on the type of journey, it really ain't no point of me like really like building a relationship with you. Yeah, we can be cool and shit like that, but like I'm not gonna really like be relatable as much as there's other people out in the world that's on this type of mission type shit. So, speaking from experience and shit like that, what I'm going through, like it's really like big on like how things are shedding and shit like that. How like you perceive the external, like watching things fall. And like it's really no worse for this shit. Like this shit, like you gotta be about this shit, going through the transits. Like it's easy. It's easier. It's like it's really like I can't really. I could talk about it, but like it's like the words it don't really compute to English. But you just gotta live this shit. You gotta be about it. And like that's what goes to the saying, like, you know, you be relatable with people that are on a type of journey, this type of mission. Real talk. But yeah, that goes for this Libra eclipse part 1. Yeah.